Oh, okay. Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Morning Brew. Yes, I'm sorry I'm late. I'm having some issues. Um, anyhow, good morning. Yeah, so let's see here. Let's go back in chat. Oh, for the love of God. Even if I have it all. I miss. Okay, I did miss some of it. The first I was able to get was, wait, is this a thing? Oh crap, I'll be dead by 7 a.m. Wait, what happened? It's 6 a.m. Blah, 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 blah. Kept track. If you see this, you better get some coffee. I already have it. Thank you, Kronos. And I'll continue reading in just a moment. Let's see now. Ow. Damn it. Okay, I'm going to have to. Sorry, I usually like to get at least somewhat caught up in the chat. I'm going to put the link out. I don't have the ability right now to just. I'm going to keep going until somebody joins me. Okay, Kronos said coffee good. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Kronos. Okay, good morning, Yvette, if you're still here. Kronos, if you're still here. Yes, Captain Trek was late. I know people were waiting. I'm sorry. I had internet issues. I'm sorry. And I know, Kronos, I'm sorry. Um, from Good Morning, Flutterville. And yes, greetings, 47 Yorktown. I don't know if anybody's still here. Good morning, Carlo. God damn, I'm late. No, screw it. I could be no. Okay. 47 Yorktown had to go, so be back later. Yeah. Well, so far this is a whatever. Yeah, Mr. Lundell's correct. I was having internet issues. And Flutterville says hi to me. Somebody's in the back room. This is worth the wait. I don't know what's worth the wait, but whatever. Good morning.
Good morning. Got your coffee yet?
Yes, I do.
Good, me too. Let my pups out. Everybody's fed. Well, except for me, but I haven't decided what I'm going to eat yet. And apparently my daughter is a traitor like the rest of you. She's Team Waffles.
Smart girl.
I'm sure you remember that joke from a little while back.
Oh, yes.
I was the only guy on Team Pancakes. I was really shocked at that one. Hey,
Good
Germ.
morning.
Good morning.
What's going on?
Not much.
What is it,
Oh,
Sunday now?
this really proves I'm late. Yes, it's Sunday. Jordan was on. He's way earlier than I am. So,
I woke up at 5 and I'm like, I'm not getting up yet.
oh, I woke up my normal time.
And your internet went to shit, didn't it?
Yep.
Big surprise. Dude, they need to be giving you discounts for that shit.
Oh, they are. Trust me. They are.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Oh, because everything is internet based. I get discounts for TV, internet, and phone. And I'm not talking their discounts. I'm talking better.
Okay, cool beans. My internet is, well, like I was able to get the 5G, but there is that little bit of the issue with my internet being line of sight. But thankfully, the tower's close by, so it's not that big of a deal. Mr. Lundell, hello, sir. How are you this fine Sunday?
Oh, I'm peachy.
Hey, Lindo.
Hey.
What's going on, Mr. Lundell?
Oh, got up and I was shocked. Captain Trick wasn't on. Thought I'd missed something.
Nope. No, unfortunately, that's life. Crap. Now that everybody's on, Germ, do something. I was dealing with internet. I totally forgot to take my medicine.
Oh, hell.
Right. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, I took mine. I usually take mine at 8, but I took mine first thing when I woke up because it was 7:30. I'm like close enough. I know that feeling. Sometimes you're like, you forget and you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Now, the worst ones are, did I take my medicine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to get those little weekly pill containers. I have to just go over there and check to make sure if I've taken all of them, taken my pills just a couple times, especially on the weekend.
It's pretty bad. I've been running around looking, trying to reset things. I'm going, why am I hurting? I was sitting down having my first cup of coffee while on here, and I realized I haven't taken my pill yet. That was why I was hurting.
Huh.
That'll do it. Worst one I ever have is honestly is if I forget to take my beta blocker and it's 12 hours later, my heart rate goes up and everything. And it's like, oh, you feel like you're on some kind of crazy, like speed high is the best way I know how to describe it. I've never taken speed before, but it's about as close as I can figure it would probably feel like. I asked my doctor about that, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you don't take that in the normal time frame because it's supposed to keep your heart rate down. Yeah, it's going to accelerate your heart rate and stuff. It's like it also helps. That's why your blood vessels in your head feel like they're opening up faster." I'm like, "Well, that sucks. Let's not have that happen again." And that wasn't even my fault. That was Walgreens. They said there was a problem with my order, and then when I finally went up there after I was going through that, they go, yeah, the problem is we don't have 30 pills. We only can give you 7 until tomorrow. I'm like, give me the fucking 7.
I'm sorry. That's good God. Really?
No, I'm
That's
not
the only
joking.
problem
I
they
was
had. That's the stupidest thing they could have done. It's like, They should have had the 7 in a bottle and said, or at least 5 of them in a bottle, and said, "Here, this is until tomorrow. Go away."
Yeah, well, they made me think it was the doctor's office. That was the way it was portrayed to me. So I went,
Of course.
so of course I called the doctor's office and they're like, we have your stuff on, no, they have your stuff on file. And being in the military as long as I was, I have a certain rule. I call so many times and then I show up because I'm like, okay, you're going to have a hard time ignoring me when I'm at your face. I said, okay, they're telling me this. They go, and I haven't had my medicine in 2 days. And I've been like constantly calling them. They're like, oh, well, the thing is, we don't have a 30-day supply for you. We only have enough for 5 days. And I looked at, they go, do you want that? And then the lady looked at me with the stupidest questions. What she said, she goes, do you want that? I said, give me the fucking pills. I was freaking out because of how bad my heart rate was going and stuff. And sure enough, as soon as I got it, I opened up a bottle of water when I got up to the register, took the pill. Within 30 minutes, everything was getting back to normal. But yeah, I agree with you, Cap. That is such bullshit. It's like, give me the emergency pill. So I get down here or I get up here to Indiana. CVS here doesn't take my insurance, but Walmart does. I called the Walmart and was getting the transfer and everything done. And I'm like, okay. I go up to Walmart about a week later. I still have plenty of pills. I'm just making sure. Get up to Walmart. They're like, oh shit. This is the guy that she took the thing from and she forgot to ask him certain information. She's like, apparently they remembered because the lady felt like shit about it. Apparently she forgot and wasn't even. And so I show up. The pharmacist immediately stands right there with me, takes my information, gets everything taken care of. And so hey, he calls immediately, gets everything taken care of. And I'm like, hey, as long as I can come up here and get my meds. And he's like, do you need any refills right now? I'm like, no, I don't need any refills right now. But the last thing I want to do is be trying to take care of that when I need a refill.
Yeah, that's always a headache. Actually, why I changed to an HMO. For all the problems they have, their prescription drug management far beyond any other doctor I've ever had. They have a simple little app. All I have to do is press 3 buttons. Since the doctors work for them too, they get a refill in maybe an hour, and I have the pills mailed to me 2 days.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's a priority, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've got to go. I got to go fill out. I'm going to get the paperwork in the next day, probably Monday. I got to get the new paperwork stuff for the place we're going to start using here. I don't know anything about this doctor, but I do know that when I take in my liver enzyme tests, I have a feeling when my tests come back this time, my liver is going to be a lot better.
Well,
That's a good thing.
So.
Well, you drink less oil. You drink next to no alcohol for quite a bit of time. It tends to help.
Definitely.
Did you take your meds now, Cap?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I find it frustrating. Like I said, I was ready to get up, get on, because I always give myself a few minutes, and then of course I go ahead and I see the little whatever symbol. Looks like a little Earth symbol. It's like, oh great, no internet.
Yeah, telling you there's no internet. Yeah, that thing telling you there's no internet connection. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The globe.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess having a through the Wi-Fi wasn't obvious enough for people.
But I think that's the majority of a lot of the problems people have. It's with Wi-Fi. Get yourself some Cat 5s or Cat 6s. Okay. I the only wireless is on my damn phone. Everything here at home is hardwired.
Oh, shit, I didn't even think about the phone this morning. Oh, I could have gotten on it earlier. God damn it.
Oh, come on. I can see it right there. I know it's there. We had a power outage a couple days ago, and I have been having a bitch of a time getting reconnected to my server. I think it's frying out my fucking Cat 5.
Uh,
Damn it, I should have stolen ups from work all those years ago. Hey, we had thousands of those damn things. You think anybody would have noticed if I took one out? They'd have probably thought I was trashing it.
Same where I work. Just I could walk in that little cabinet and grab a shitload of Cat 5s myself.
Oh yeah,
I'm just too damn honest. I'll go buy what I need. Cause
I know that suck. You're like, it's all right there. I could just take one. But no, we're two good-natured people.
well, and then it that little thought pops in your mind. You're risking getting fired over a $5 cable.
That is true.
So
No, I agree. That is completely true. It's not worth it. But the thought does come in your mind. We're only human.
yeah.
just give me an idea, though. Next time I have to deal with the internet company again, I'll just have them send me out a Cat 5.
You know, I found something interesting out in my house here. There
What?
is not a single RJ chat phone jack in here. It's RJ45 cable. There are no RJ45 cables or RJ45 phone jacks anywhere in this house. There's no landline here.
Hmm.
I looked all over this house and can't find a single one. I couldn't even find a Cat 5 connector. The one they had to, drill in and connect it to the line of sight. Now, eventually, they said in about 3 years they're supposed to. They got a major contract, so in about 2-3 years we're going to start having fiber.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that must be a really small town then.
Um, it's 1,000 people,
Oh
just over
yeah.
1,000
Wow.
people in this town. 4,000 in the town next to me. But here's a funny one. When I went to the dispensary the other day, I'm 7 miles from the border of Illinois. I'm also 7 miles from the central time zone because as soon as I get into Illinois, the time zone changed. Right when I cross the bridge, I'm like, holy shit, I finally found the area where I can walk one side and be on two different time zones in a few seconds. Call me,
Hmm.
I know that sounds silly, but I've always wanted to find that spot. It's silly, but it's just fun to know.
Yeah, you just jump one way and you're central, the other way you're eastern.
Yep. And I know exactly where it is. It's a little town called Huntsville, and it's right once I get over the bridge. I'm on Indiana 54. Once I get over the bridge, it's Illinois 54, and I'm in the Central Time Zone.
Hmm.
Okay.
I mean, I knew I was close to the border, but I didn't know I was close to the time zone. Now, Mr. Londell, you and Cap, you're both in Central Time Zone, right?
Uh, I
Correct.
am. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Resolute, are you in Central or are you in
No, he's in
I'm in Pacific.
Pacific.
Pacific? Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God! It is what, like 4 o'clock?
5:15 in the morning.
5:15.
Yeah.
Sheesh. I got to do a grocery run today. We got to do a grocery run today. We're running out of stuff. So who's going to watch Jet Nerdity today? Nobody?
Well, I'm
Is
going
it
to
because
be
I'm going to be on
playing
it?
against you.
Huh?
I'm going to be playing against you.
Oh, nice.
I
Let's see if I
think
can do as well
Ty
as I
dropped
can.
out.
Huh? Yeah, Ty dropped out. I saw that. Morning, Bird.
Hey, Bird.
Yeah, I asked him if I was like 90s. I was like, yeah, I'll have fun with the 90s. I mean, my entire teen life was 90s. 93 to 99, I was a teenager.
Well, good morning, Bird. I wish I had slept in. I didn't. The show started late, but that was internet. Thank you very much. Was wondering how you were doing. I actually was looking to see if you had started up a morning Coke stream because I figured, well, Bird's not here. He's probably on his own stream. I know that Andy Trucker's probably on doing his church life on Twitch.
Yeah. I've said this publicly. I'll say it again. 6 months.
Yeah, I don't see the appeal of Twitch.
Don't get me wrong, I broadcast on Twitch, but it's not the primary thing.
Well, that's gamers. That's just totally gamers over. And it seems like on the tube. I mean, it's anything you want, gaming included.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah. Well, it's gamers and e-thoughts. Their revenue stream is actually pretty much entirely dependent on those e-thoughts raking in a bunch of money and skimming off the top.
But I heard they were kind of clamping down on the tramps over there.
Not a lot. They're cutting back on the real bad ones that were going on huge tirades on people and costing them money. But as far as it being Pornhub Lite, they can't exist without it.
Oh yeah. 'Cause I know
Seriously?
they got rid of the body painters, which I mean, the thing about that, okay, you have to be really, really good to pull that off. And what I've seen on YouTube, especially, these are not good body painters.
No, they're not talented at pretty much anything. That's why they're ethos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, hoes need love too,
Typical. Let's blame the last guy for the problem you've created, bud.
Oh, and just to let people know, I'm going to be on Cardinal Sin's channel at 3 p.m. Central. He's going to be having a, let's see, what's it called? Let me look at the thing again. Remember what the stream is called. What happens when you're trying to connect? It's live in 7 hours. Cardinal Sin and Friends is what the stream is called. And this would be, I guess you'd call it episode 8 for it. So that's. I was invited. There were several other people invited. Including, of course, I closed it because I was like, I don't remember some stuff. But no, going back. Okay. Roundtable, blah, blah, blah. Nerd Cookies, Comics Division, Dr. Felix Monkey, Tina Lynn, Derek McManus, Chris Haster, Nick Weiser, Jimmy Soul, Bramley Canuck, Captain Trek, Echo Base Network, and more. So there will be some invited and it's available. It's absolutely going to be a fun time, I'm sure.
Do you have a link to that?
Yes, I do. Let me get that right away.
I could have sworn I was subscribed to Cardinal Sin, but looking at the list, not seeing it.
Okay, here it is. I will put it in chat. And so you can go ahead, open another tab, go to it now, set the reminder. And I'm getting staticky bad again. Great, lovely. Okay, I'll try the whole reset thing. Just a quick one again. I'll be back. Maybe.
God damn, according to this, I am subscribed, but looking at the damn list of my subscriptions, it's not on there.
Yeah, I get that same thing. Going through subscriptions, I know I'm a member of this channel, but it's not in there. But then you hit the search and go to that channel page, it tells you you're a member.
Yeah. Hell, going for search for Cardinal Sin, all I'm getting is looks like European death metal.
Oh, okay. People still listen to that garbage?
Yeah, it's weird. Freaking YouTube's hiding everything from me. I get up this morning and check to see if the cap stream has started. I can't find anything. It has nothing listed as going live. I know he wasn't live, but there are several others that I knew were live and I'd actually be watching in another tab. Not listed. That seems to be every day I'm on YouTube now. We need something. I know D Live was trying to be a streaming alternative, but that place is becoming a shit show just like Twitch.
Okay, I'm back. What's going on?
Oh, just complaining about YouTube.
Yeah, and Kronos likes to ban garbage. Why? I have no idea.
And thank you, Kronos. I'm actually surprised you're still awake. What's wrong with garbage? I wasn't bad.
Garbage. Wasn't that a 90s band?
Yes.
Oh God, there was that. It had a female singer that I think went solo. I didn't really care for her personally, but I can't think of her. She had that really high voice. Then again,
I
most
mean,
music from the night. Then again, most music from the 90s I didn't really care for.
Yeah, neither did I. Just it went so, especially with rock music, it went so radical, insane. I started listening to Dead People, and
I
now,
was, yeah,
now everybody I listen to, with the exception of a handful, are dead.
I thought I was never going to see the Eagles after Glenn Fry passed, but apparently they're going on tour and his son is taking over for him. So I'm like, maybe I'll actually get to see the Eagles. I mean, I got to see Ozzy Osbourne. The fact that he's still alive surprises me. I mean, Keith Richards still being alive surprises no one.
and of course, Carlos says, Kronos ran the chat. Yes, he did. Thank you for that, Kronos.
Now, 90s had good good country music. Unfortunately, nowadays country music sounds more pop than anything else, so I can't listen to a lot of the new stuff. It all sounds like 2000s pop, and I'm like, I hated pop music.
Yeah, they stopped making good 90s once Garth Brooks came out. He killed the entire freaking thing.
If you're gonna blame him, you got to blame Chris Ledoux too, because Chris Ledoux was his inspiration.
And I'm with you, Kronos. I'm still not into country music.
I grew up on country, 80s rock, uh, or 80s pop per se, and then mostly Aerosmith, Black Sabbath, AC/DC. I mean, that was the hard rock I was growing up on. And a lot of my friends were listening to a lot of the harder stuff, Metallica, Korn, things like that. So that's kind of how my taste in music pretty much came about. Nowadays, I'm more into the hard rocks, the older hard rock and the current hard rock. I still skip most of the 80s or 90s hard rock because it seems like it's Pearl Jam, which I can't stand,
That's
or
not hard rock. That's grunge.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
That's
where
Yeah.
I'm going.
grunge.
You can't
grunge
compare
is
hard rock and grunge. That's just
grunge is what messed rock music up for me.
See, I've always been a proponent of Nirvana is not. I thought Nirvana was so overrated. I actually didn't like them. I said the only, and I've been one of those people. I said, man, the only good thing that came out of them was the only thing good thing that came out of Nirvana was the Foo Fighters.
Hmm.
I don't like the Foo Fighters.
I like
They
some of
started
them.
they tried to start off good because originally it was just going to be Nirvana minus Kurt Cobain, but then as they went along, they couldn't keep
Sorry
that
to
energy up.
sorry to have missed you, Yvette. Thank you for coming by.
I'll tell you one I really loved after Guns N' Roses. I knew Slash could rock a guitar, but man, when I heard him when he started up Velvet Revolver, it's like son of a bitch, this guy is really good. And then I saw him at a rock fest with he was doing Slash, Miles Kennedy, and whoever Miles Kennedy's band was, and it was fantastic. I mean, shit. Slash has still got it. Unfortunately, Axl Rose, he's destroyed his voice something bad.
Hmm.
Just
Axl's voice was overrated even in the 80s.
Cronus, yeah, Velvet Revolver was fun. I loved how they got the guy from Stone Temple Pilots. Now, Stone Temple Pilots was one of the few grunge bands I did like. And they were few and far between. Although one nice thing about the '90s is I did finally discover who Tom Petty was.
Get the hell out of here.
No, I'm not shitting you. I can actually tell you when. I can still tell you when and where I heard my first Tom Petty song. I was uh I was in seventh grade. I was in whatever stupid wood shop class I had to be in. The only reason why I liked it was because our teacher actually had a TV in there, and he always had it on VH1. And the first time I saw a Tom Petty song was Mary Jane's Last Dance. That was the very first time I ever heard
Mm.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Oh man.
So I ended up
I'm
going
wa-
to the I ended up going to the pawn shop. I said, "Do you have any Tom Petty?" And they had a Tom Petty's Greatest Hits album, the Heartbreakers Greatest Hits album. So I bought it, went home, and I listened to freaking everything that was on there,
hmm.
and absolutely fell in love with Tom Petty music.
I'm waiting for his box set to price to drop so I can get it.
I don't blame you. What's it at now?
Oh, it's been a while since I checked, but you know, with vinyl, I'm learning. Wait till the fools have all wasted their money. Going to these aftermarket guys, and then start looking.
Smart move.
I mean, because I saw a Van Halen, they wanted like $1,000 for. This
Shit.
is this is right after Eddie passed.
Of
Okay.
course, because it's a markup value. Of course, because they're going to jack up the market.
No, but that's an '80s album. Do you know
Yeah,
how they cranked out albums in the '80s?
yeah. A little
Just
bit. I was still a child, but I remember.
look at how many guys, bands have gold, silver, and platinum records from the '80s. Okay, there are millions of. There's no such thing as rare from the '80s, at least right now.
Oh no.
Yeah, give it a few decades. They may have produced a lot of them, but they were not great quality. So they'll start falling apart soon enough.
Then you got people like Mr. Lundell who actually take care of them,
Mhm.
and then you got others who. You want me to do what?
Oh, my dad, he used to have a lot of records. I mean, old records from the '80s and stuff. And for some reason, and he's even said this, he's like, for some reason, I was a dumbass and left them in the shed for
Oh
years.
shit.
So guess what happened to all his records? They got warped all to hell.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's admitted many a times that was one of the stupidest things he ever did.
Well, I saw this when I remember when everybody started switching from vinyl to CDs,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw people, just sitting record collections out on the curb for the trash man to come get because they're buying all the CDs and well
Did you go pick
replacing
him up?
everything with CDs. And I'm like, that's a mistake.
Did you pick him up?
Now I would rifle through them. I'm very finicky as to what I'll buy on vinyl. I was back then, and I am now.
Yeah.
So, I would rifle through, get what I wanted, you know. And I mean, even
Yeah.
I was telling people, well, people were telling me, don't get rid of that vinyl. I'm like, I'm not, I just packed it away, and then next thing I saw, people were buying turntables again. So so I'm like, you sons of bitches.
I actually did this the other day. I bought the entire 80s TMNT seasons, the real Ghostbusters, and the entire Thundercats. And I paid just over 110 bucks for all three of them on Amazon. And I was like, yeah. And I remember putting on Twitter, I said, I said, who would have thought last year we'd all start going back to really trying to buy physical copies because now we have people like Disney and other ones putting censorship on there. And then not only that, talking about, well, when you buy it from us digitally, there's going to be parts cut out that we found offensive. It's
Yeah.
like, I didn't fucking ask you to cut anything out. I asked for the
Hmm.
goddamn movie. It's like I said, I was telling my wife, I was like, we got both Home Alones, right? She goes, yeah. Because they were talking about knocking Trump out of it. I'm like, I don't care if you like the guy or not. I just said, that's just stupid.
So yeah, I mean, they do that type of shit in Red China.
Yeah.
Once nobody likes you anymore, they start taking you out of pictures and things. Okay, do they like fucking realize this? How close they are to being communist or just dictatorial?
Well, let's put it this
They're
way.
well aware.
Oh, they're well aware. Let's put it this way. Don't forget, they've already said you may have to start taking a vaccination card, or in my case, wearing something that's saying, well, maybe these people who can't wear something should have a medical thing on them. I said, yeah, let me go put something on my chest here that shows who I am. Go see my Jewish family and see how they react to it.
That will make you anti-Semitic in their eyes because it's the truth.
I mean,
Yeah.
and I don't mean they're ethnic Jews. I mean they are practicing deeply religious Jews.
Hmm.
They know their Jewish history. They were the ones who got pissed when they started seeing advertisements that said "never again," and I didn't know what it meant at the time because I had to be educated on that one. So that was a term they used back after they were liberated from the concentration camps.
Yeah,
And I said, "Oh, I got you."
that was part of the founding of Israel, refounding of Israel too.
Yep.
That statement, and so far, you can confidently say you don't want to tick those guys off.
Oh
Yep.
no. I thought it was interesting. Like I said, one of the biggest, and I don't mean this to be political, it's simply a statement from I spent my entire Air Force career um, dealing with the AOR of Pakistan and all that stuff, Afghanistan, Syria, all that area. It was
Uh huh.
always wherever I was, that was the area we were mostly focusing on. So after I retired and everything, and then I saw the UAE, the Kingdom of Bahrain, and Israel are opening up diplomatic and trade. I talked to some of my buddies who I'd been in the military with, and I said, "Can you believe this is happening?" And they were all like, "Dude, no, not in our lifetime." I mean, we thought it was one of the greatest things we ever saw because throughout our entire careers, it looked like that was nobody was ever going to recognize Israel. And the fact that they did was just an amazing feat for us to see with all the shit we knew behind the scenes.
Hmm.
Yeah, I cannot believe nowadays we're going back to physical media. I mean, but what are you going to do? It's like, and actually, what I'm finding interesting is a lot of the physical media I want to get is especially these series like the Ghostbusters and so 10 seasons of the Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters, 32 bucks.
Hmm.
Thundercats, 34. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 35, 10 seasons.
Yeah, those are three I need to get to.
Yeah. But really, it's not really that surprising. If you look at what's happening in the entertainment industry now, okay. I mean, just look, just what happened the other day. Some asshole director.
Is there any other
Um,
type anymore?
well, yeah. Okay, somebody. Okay, a group of people hold a charity event or something that hits home, that hits close to home for him. He goes on their stream with that disavow bullshit. Okay, these people also helped this guy get his vision of a movie out there so people can see it. And he's so fucking arrogant and so wrapped up in whatever the mindset in that state is about critics of their work that he does this fucked up disavow shit. Okay, I mean, I'm like, what the hell are you thinking? I don't have to like you personally, but if you do something nice for me, I'm gonna thank you, and I might have to reassess what I feel about you, but I will publicly thank you for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all this fucking clown had to do.
I think I heard about this, but I don't know his name. Yeah, he went on a charity event and then started lecturing people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought this was
With Snyder.
hilarious. I saw this
Literally
on
the
you.
first thing out of his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I saw
Yeah.
this on interesting. I thought this was so funny on YouTube. Twitter went upset about Bill Burr being doing the Grammys for the Latino stuff, and it's funny because Bill Burr was the one who pointed it out, saying, "Oh yeah, the feminists are probably all pissed out. What's this cis white guy doing? Giving out Grammys to Latino?" And you know what? He even admitted he couldn't pronounce some of the names, and he was kind of, he's a comedian, so he's joking. Everybody was all pissed at him about it. It's like, why? Because he's owning up to the fact that it seems kind of silly for a white guy from Britain to do Hispanic names.
Well, he's from Boston, not Britain, isn't he?
Oh, Boston, sorry. I don't know why I said Britain. I'm thinking of another comedian now.
Hmm.
But yeah, he was it was funny. It was like, well, it's the truth.
Oh, so let's see here. Hopefully, Bird is still around. Cardinal Sin, what's going on this morning? Uh, that's right. Never forget. Came from a Jewish household.
Never forget, not never again. It came from. Okay, you're right. Never forget. Thank you, Cardinal Sin. Thank you for the correction on that.
And Kronos, I'm starting to wonder if Bird is a thing. That's a good question.
Oh, he's probably talking with Mama Pray. I'll say this about Bill Burr. in just a few minutes on The Mandalorian, he got a better backstory as a stormtrooper than Finn got in the entire sequels.
Yeah. And I will forever. They had such an opportunity with that character Finn.
Finn should have been a Jedi. Finn should have been training to be a Jedi, just like Rey
Yeah.
was.
At the
end of Last Jedi, he should have been
yeah.
training. He should have been training with Luke.
Because you take a character like that and instead of making him a damn janitor, make him Phasma's prize soldier. I mean, who has mindlessly done everything that Phasma and whoever ordered him to do, and and let that work on his. At some point, it works on his conscience, and that epiphany hits that I am doing evil, and let him seek out, or maybe the Jedi are calling to him because he can manipulate the Force. Maybe they had such an opportunity with that character, and they played him as a step and fetch it clown, and
Yeah, they screwed his.
all that to appease the communist Chinese.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's not forget. Everybody wants to rag on Americans and how bad we are. Whose picture was shrunk for the posters in China? Which character?
Yeah,
Anybody?
the black guy.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, the black actor. What, they thought we wouldn't notice that shit?
Frankly, anyone claiming the United States is a racist country hasn't been anywhere else.
True. Real damn true.
Oh yeah. That's why I say when people talk about they want racial equality, I said, go to Iran, go to uh Syria,
Go to
go to
India.
Turkey. Even go to Turkey. Go check out Istanbul. Actually, Istanbul's not bad. Turkey's not one of the worst, but go check out the UAE. Go check out the Kingdom of Bahrain. Go check out Iraq, Afghanistan. Then come back and talk about inequality. Please. Go protest there, see how well it does. Hell, you want to talk about human rights issues? Go bitch it in China and North Korea. See how well that works. PCAT, that was the stupidest thing because they made a big deal about a gay kiss and it's at the very end of the movie. And for all you knew, they could have been mom and daughter.
Yeah. Wasn't that off in the background too?
Huh?
That wasn't. Yeah, that wasn't
was
even
in the background.
The forefront of it. Yeah, it was in the background. They tried to make a big deal about it here, and they cut it virtually everywhere else.
Yeah, but the thing was, we didn't even know who these characters. I mean, I think we knew who one of the characters was. It was a tertiary character, and okay, so they had a kiss. It didn't look like anything like there's no relationship here. There's nothing there to make it worth it. At least when I was watching,
they're extras.
when I watched Independence Day, the second one, and Britt Spiner, gets out of his coma, and it turns out he's married to another man. At least when the ending happened with that, and we saw, those two together, it actually had some weight behind it. Didn't matter it was gay. They actually showed a real good chemistry as a couple together, and it worked. Because it wasn't the focus. It wasn't thrown in your face. It was just something that was developed through the movie. Like we used to do. The whole point of a movie is to tell a story, not sit there and say, oh, be on the lookout for this gay thing. It's like, this is 2021, people. This is not 1950s. People are not going to get censored for saying, I don't give a damn anymore. Okay? That was the fucking 30s. It's 2021. Give me a break.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people didn't give a damn in the 30s. Okay.
Well, one of the funniest ones I thought was when somebody said they need to cancel Gone with the Wind. I said, so do we need to retroactively take back the first black person ever's Oscar? They go, no. I was like, well,
that's who got it.
Gone with the Wind. I'm like, she got it for Gone with the Wind.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't cancel the movie and then say you're going to recognize this woman's accomplishment. You can't have it both ways. Well, it was a racist movie. The movie was written by a black woman. The book was written by a black woman. Did you know that? Or a black person. Did you know that? No, of course you didn't, because you're a fucking idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Who didn't take 2 seconds to research a damn thing. And I don't even like Gone with the Wind. I can't stand the movie.
Me either. If I'm going to watch, they're much better Civil War era movies than that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, especially from that era, 30s, 40s, and into the 50s. They're much better movies. And then you go into like the 80s and 90s with miniseries, North and South, much better telling of that era. And you get into Ken Burns' documentary, great telling of that era. Okay. So
Blue and Gray was another good miniseries, Mr. Lundell. I don't know if you ever saw it.
Which one?
It was called Blue and Gray.
Um.
It was about a war correspondent.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I kind of remember that one. It
Uh,
it's it starts out at like John Brown's execution.
yes,
Okay, yeah,
that's the
I
one.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a war correspondent. Remember, he was the one who did the drawings and stuff. As
Yeah.
the camera was, I don't think the camera was invented because I know at the end it became the camera was starting to be a relatively new thing.
Uh-huh.
It was
Yeah.
a yeah, it was another good one. Um, if I'm gonna pick movies of the Civil War era, I gotta go with Glory as being one of the best, if not the
Yeah.
best.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Broderick blew and Carl Lewis blew my mind as serious actors. Now Morgan Freeman is and Denzel Washington. I mean, this was Denzel was still young. I mean, he wasn't. I don't think he
Mm.
was even an A-list actor at that moment.
He was steadily
No.
getting there because he
Yeah,
Yeah.
got a supporting trophy for Glory.
Morgan
He was
Freeman
under
always
25 at the time.
Morgan Freeman always a freaking win.
Mm-hmm.
But great movie, just fantastically done. I did a lot of research on the history of that kind of era with the regiments with black soldiers and things like that. And it's quite interesting when you were going through that. But Glory is just it's a fantastically well done movie, especially when you think about how they took the time to really make it feel like a World War II
Yeah.
or not World War II, sorry, a Civil War era. The smoke, the atmosphere.
Well, actually, Gettysburg does that better.
Gettysburg does, yeah, that's true.
the the battle scenes, it does that better. But then they had what, every reenactor in the country out there for those scenes.
Oh yeah, and PCAT, if you'd like to come on, you're more than welcome.
And those reenactors, they are very serious about doing it right.
Yeah.
They take that history stuff, they take those battles seriously. They want them to be done right. Lincoln, when I saw that not too long ago, I think that movie was 3.5, 4 hours. Did not feel like it at all.
Hmm.
Very well done movie.
I'm yet to see Lincoln. I don't know why. I'll just dodge it and go to something else.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. I thought it was really good. My wife did not like the movie Gods and Generals, and here's why. Because she's read the book and she said the book was just like she couldn't put it down. Now, I've
Hmm.
read all three books of that series, and they're all fantastic. I haven't seen Gods and Generals personally, but I have read the
Nor have
books and
I.
they are quite good.
Gettysburg kind of defined, it kind of became definitive for me. Especially Pickett's charge. I'm like, okay, I know something about military tactics. No way in hell I'd send a division across a 1 mile no man's land like that. You know.
And you got to remember, military tactics were very different back then.
Yeah, I mean, I would have somebody should have just stopped and rethought, those tactics though.
Yeah.
That was the worst issue with me in that. But then they were used to losing 32,000 guys in a day. Yeah. Now we scream if we
Uh,
lose three.
PCAT, Mr. Lundell, and I agree Gettysburg is quite good, one of the best. Gods and Generals, like I said, I've read the book. I have not seen the movie. Thought the book was fantastic.
Okay, let's see here now.
Now, I'm in the
Another
same
good
boat
old one
Cronus
is
is. I haven't seen either of those movies.
a good World War I movie. Actually, a couple good World War One movies. One would be Joe Nell, which is about the Christmas ceasefire. Very good
Mm.
movie. Um,
All's quiet on the Western Front,
All's Quiet on the Western Front. I've read that book too.
and
Sergeant York.
yeah, definitely Sergeant York.
Very good classic movie.
Oh,
That's about it for World War One movies.
Yeah, there aren't many World War One movies that were really made much.
Hmm.
Oh wait, 1917 just recently came out.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't either, but I know it's out, and that's a World War One. I'll tell you one movie I have not seen yet, and I need to get off my ass and watch it. And I have never actually seen The Enemy Below.
What
I know.
the hell? I mean, the most famous original Star
I
Trek
mean,
episode is based on that movie.
I know.
just for that, I ought to get rid of you.
Ooh. Oh,
I
you
haven't
talking about
bought
geek?
And
everything.
be geek.
It's one of those movies I just haven't got to. I'm sorry. Even I've got movies I haven't had a chance to see.
Well, have you at least seen The Longest Day?
Yes.
Okay. A Bridge Too Far?
Yes.
Okay. There's hope for you.
Sands of Iwo Jima.
Yeah.
Another good one. The Longest Day. Yes, I have seen that. Yeah, just I don't know why that one has not made its way on my screen yet.
I don't know either. And Bird, please check your Twitter.
Now, I did go on Amazon recently and I did watch Coming to America, the second one, and I've got to be honest, I really enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it less for the comedy and more for the family story. The comedy was funny, don't get me wrong, but I more enjoyed the family arc of the movie. I found it interesting how you've got two families now, both culturally different. One, Queens, New York type. The other been in Zamunda, and I kind of thought of his wife there, and I'm thinking, okay, well, she was very young when she left Brooklyn to go to Zamunda, and it's 30 years later, so she spent well, I'm sure she's visited home. She spent the majority of her life now in both doing royalty and learning the culture of the place she's in. So she's
Hmm.
probably more now Zamunda than she is Brooklyn. So when she or Queens, and now she sees these people from Queens, and it's a little bit of a shock for her to, I think, be reminded of that aspect of it. It's a very interesting. Not that she's insulted by it, but this is a culture she's been away from for a while, and I think it's taken her time to kind of,
Yeah.
reacclimate back to that lifestyle. You have the son who's trying to, of course, figure out his place because he thinks there's a lot of stuff that is kind of stupid and backwatered here. And some of them we do agree on. But what's interesting too is Eddie Murphy, he's been the prince the whole time. Now he's got the crown, and we start noticing, and you really realize all this stuff going on. It's really, you start noticing a lot of weight on him that he doesn't realize he's got. And I just overall, like I said, the comedy was fun. There's not really a whole lot of cussing in the movie, but it's really kind of good that way. It doesn't need to be in there because they're not in Queens, New York all the time. They're actually in Zamundo the vast majority of the movie.
And
But
good morning, Positive Candor.
hey, positive.
Mm.
So
And
overall, I did quite enjoy the movie very much. I was very surprised that because you know how it is, you get a sequel 30 some years later, it might
mm,
be hit or miss. But I thought they did good. They didn't try to redo the entire first movie. They kind of made it their own, which is little, fun hints and stuff and little cameos from back in the day,
Mhm.
which was fun. There's a great scene where he goes and talks to Mr. McDowell because he needs a father's advice.
Okay.
Hello world, it's Berto Prey 5, Kapla.
Compla.
Blubbert.
Good morning, Bert.
And those are
Hey.
basically my feelings on Coming to America as also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought
It
it
wasn't
was,
too bad.
it wasn't as funny as the first by far, but it wasn't bad for a current day movie. And in fact, there were a few scenes where they poke fun at themselves and at woke culture. So, on the other hand, the movies, you can tell the plot, what it's going to be and how it's going to end
Yeah.
from the, first 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, you
But-
can tell the foreshadowing.
But other than that, it was for a 2021 movie release, comedy release at that, and a 30-year-old sequel. Yeah, it wasn't bad. And they also make fun of sequels to really old movies in the movie. So, and they're kind of spot on with that. A couple of cameos. I don't want to. Well, at least one I don't want to spoil.
Right.
Was really nice.
Cool.
So yeah, I gotta say, it was worth the watch, in my opinion, if you were a fan of the first. And if you haven't seen the first for some reason, then by all means, watch the first.
Oh, please, you got to watch the first. Yeah, I agree with you, Bird. Is it as funny? No, it's not near as funny. But I found it to be a good movie in a different way, and that's because, like I said, I was focusing more on the family dynamic and less on the comedy part. I mean, I was laughing, but I was more engaged in the family story because it wasn't a stupid story. It wasn't done piss poorly. It was actually done, I thought, quite nicely.
Yeah, I only had to skip maybe 5 or 7 minutes of the entire movie. It was just too cringe to get through. Mainly parts with what's her name? I can't remember what.
Leslie Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, to be honest, she was not at her worst. They found a character where it kind of explains that, her attitude is believable.
And that's because she was probably playing herself.
Basically, I
Yeah.
think she was. So
And let's see here.
yeah, I slept late today. Sorry, Captain.
Oh, no problem. I had some internet issues, and so I was late coming on. Here you go. Well, I'm going to ask NB because like I said, I've instituted a 1-hour rule. Do you have any final thoughts before I have to kick you off the stream?
No, other than I'm going to. Ah, damn it! I hate when those things pump up. I'm gonna be
Oh, I
on
know.
Jeff Murdered. I'm gonna be on
Yes.
Jeff Nerderly today at noon with Vile Mike, and I know Resolute Germ's gonna be there.
Absolutely.
I did
Noon
a
Central?
10-minute. I did one of my Neelix's Kitchens. I did a 10-minute review on the Snyder Cut of Justice League. It was my first time actually doing multiple doing multiple takes on it, as far as different slides and everything, and then doing the audio on top of the slides. I thought it came out pretty well. And then either today or tomorrow, I haven't decided, I'm going to do another one on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm going to watch it one more time, take some notes down. And my goal is for my Neelix's Kitchen is to make my reviews about 10 minutes. They'll probably about 12 minutes between me just doing a quick intro, introducing it, and then, of course, the ending part. I'm going to try to keep them about 10 minutes long. So All right. You guys have a good one.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Take care.
I am not lime flavored Kronos. It's sour apple. I should probably get going too myself.
Oh,
I got a couple things to do before I'm on Jeopardy. But yeah,
I mean, you don't have to go. I mean, that's
yeah,
up to you.
I got a couple things to do before Valmike starts up. But yeah, as MB Geek was saying, Jeopardy, 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific. It'll be him, me, and I think Captain MKG was joining too from what was going on Twitter, but I'm not sure about that. And later today at 4 p.m. Pacific, that'd be 7 Eastern, we'll be watching New Dimensions, episode 11 of The Orville.
Awesome.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
See you later.
Take care. Let's see. I gotta get my Futurama stream set up.
You don't have it set up yet? Wow.
No, I usually do it in the morning because I'm usually awake at like 5:30 in the morning.
If not earlier, yeah.
Right. So, but don't get me wrong, I was happy I slept till after 8 a.m. because I needed it. Maybe I can go without my midday nap today.
No, don't go without your nap.
Well, I only nap on the nights where I don't get good sleep. It's not a normal thing. It's only when Nephew O'Prey is here or I'm making up for sleep that I missed from Nephew O'Prey. Last night was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Pretty
complaining about the heir apparent already, huh?
No, I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing out that let's see. Well, what's up, Captain?
Oh, not too much. What's up with you? Hopefully you're having a better morning, having gotten some rest.
No, I'd say things are okay. I won't say the brain is turned on completely, but...
Oh, we're used to that.
No one's brain is fully working until they've had at least one cup of Joe.
Well, then it's going to be a long time.
You're not a coffee drinker?
No, never. Man, I tasted it, never liked it.
Oh, bird. How are you making it, dude?
I might as well be a Mormon. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink alcohol. I want several wives. Not that I have any. I know. Mormons don't have multiple wives. That's an old thing they used to do. Till God told them it was okay not to have multiple wives.
They really weren't.
Did I enjoy the rock? Yes, I did.
They really weren't multiple wives then. That was a person basically being, if a husband died, he was being responsible for an additional family or something.
I,
It wasn't
no,
this. It wasn't at
I
least.
don't know about that.
Well,
I'm pretty
that was
sure I read that
the
from
explanation I heard.
reputable sources that they practice polygamy. I mean,
I think it devolved into that, but the original thought was, taking care of, helping take care of
helping take care
yeah,
of a widow's family.
yeah. It
Well,
may have
that's
devolved. It may have devolved into that, but I don't know. Just on the surface, I don't see anything wrong with polygamy. If you if you
it's hard to
if
I'll be
you
honest,
wa-
I
if you
agree.
want to if you want to deal with that many women in your life,
Uh,
go ahead.
it's hard to say that as a society we will accept whatever two consenting adults will do, but then to say, oh, we won't accept what
Yeah.
three consenting adults will do.
Uh
Well,
huh.
why the hell? Why the hell not? Why do we have the right to say, well, you two can get married, but you three can't? It's a very arbitrary
No.
and
Well.
ridiculous line for me.
Yeah. Well, let it hit the gay community, and then there'll probably be a change of thought in that. So that's just my theory.
No.
Oh yay! We're gonna have in Futurama. We're gonna have a guest appearance by everybody's favorite video game plumber
Oh, really?
named Mario.
Mario, yes.
It's a Comic-Con.
Wow, that's something we'll probably never have again. By then. So, any other hints at what's coming up on Futurama?
Well, the first episode is called A Clockwork Origin.
And
I
now I
can't
know you're
read.
not working today, Joseph, so get your butt up on here. And I know what you're going to say. Probably can't find the link, even though it's probably not that far back. But hey, good morning, Joseph, or good afternoon, Joseph. Get on.
Huh.
So, let's see here. We got Futurama. We got, first we got Jet Nerdy, then we got Futurama, then we've got Cardinal Sin stream going on. Then I know that Resolute Germ's got his Orville going on tonight. So there's going to be a lot going on today. Now that I've already sent out, gave the invite, and I have to wait StreamYard just in case somebody does pop in. Don't want to not be there. Oh, yes, it's not at home. Great. Carlos taking care of the loft again. That's cool.
Well, this is season 7, episodes 9 through 12.
Wow. Let's see here. Wow, we got 16 watching. That's cool. Let's see here. Carlos says any two of me, I would have been done days ago. Well, that would have been nice. And it was driven not too much. Would you care to come up? The link is just a little bit up in the chat. Otherwise, Carlo Albany says Kroga needs to make an instant duplication machine.
That
Send
would
it
be
back in
nice.
time. That would be nice, yes. And okay, he's at work, or he would. That's cool. And you're right, Kronos. We don't need double anybody here. You're right. Double a bird. Oh dear God, that was a scary thought.
Double trouble.
Although we could have more bird, one could rest, the other could be on stream.
That wouldn't work.
One could what?
One could rest and one could stream.
24-hour bird network.
That might be interesting.
Then we can have occasional overlap, bird versus bird.
Well, I like that one.
Uh-oh, Ciso Prey's calling Mamo Prey's phone, but Mamo Prey isn't up here.
Oh,
Which means Ciso Prey's going to call my phone.
of course. Piquet says 2 birds can have a conversation in multiple accents. Oh dear God, no.
A bird in French or Akkadian. That would be interesting.
It would be interesting. Yes, I would agree there. It would be interesting. Frightening, but interesting.
I'm thinking about Bird with the Arcadian accent. Get everybody in Louisiana pissed off at him.
And let's see. Carlos says, "God, no, please." Yeah, French bird. That would not go over well. And of course, he also says a Slavic rooster. Carlos says, "Interesting doesn't always mean good. You are correct."
Okay, I had to get her connected. She had to call back. She didn't know how.
Good
morning, baby. Oh boy.
Anyhow.
Boxes, shelves.
Yes. We got going.
Check something.
What do we got? French bird. There goes the universe. God, no. Wow. Wow.
Okay.
One bird from this universe, the other from the antimatter universe.
Yeah.
And then we can never touch, which is fine because I don't think I'd be interested in touching myself like that.
Yes, Charlie.
Oh my God. I'm so glad Mama Pray didn't hear that.
Hi, Charlie.
Yes. Let's see. Yeah.
Did you sleep? Oh boy.
I'm just being honest.
Oh, I see a blue passy. Oh, there was a blue passy. You kissing Grandma?
I'm sorry, Captain. I'm just not fully awake yet.
Oh, no problem. No problem, Bird. I think I'm going to bring this stream to an end anyhow. I do want to thank everybody that's joined me on the panel this morning. Big Geek and Rosamund Germ, who are not currently here. Thank you, Bird and Prey 5. Thank you, Mr. Lundell. And thank you, everyone in the chat, for joining. Have a good day.